Okay, you see, here is a table that compares the terminology used. Okay, I mean the terms that you see differently for the topic compared to what you saw in other topics. The cash book that you used to have, we don't call it as cash book anymore in club and societies. You replace the word cash book, you replace the term cash book with, okay, right now. So for this topic, you have a new set of vocabulary to learn. Okay, so cash book is known as receipts and payments for the topic. Receipts and payments account. So when you are looking at a receipts and payments account in the exam question, don't get surprised. Okay, don't get surprised or get or do not know what to do with it. Okay, you must know that it's the same as cash book. Cash book is used to do what? When you receive money, you record into the cash book, right? When you make payment of money, you also record into the cash book. You do the same with the receipts and payments account. When you receive money, you record in the receipts and payment account. When you make payment of money, you also record into the receipts and payments account. In other words, you record amount you have actually received and paid during the year. Okay, the amount that you have actually received and paid during the year, you record all of them into the receipts and payments account, just like what you do with the cash book. Okay, now next, income statement. You no longer use this term for this topic. You call the income statement as income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. You still remember what amounts we present in the income statement? We present the should amount. For an income, I call it as the amount that you are entitled to receive. Okay, in the income statement, you have two categories of items, incomes and expenses. The amount that you should show for them, for income, I call it as the income that you should receive, or you call it as income that you are entitled to receive. For expenses, the amount that you are responsible to pay. Okay, nowadays I use these two terms instead of having just the word should amount. Okay, responsible to pay amount, I mean, for expenses. Okay, so these are the amounts that you should show in the income statement. The should amount, the amount that you should receive for an income, the amount that you should pay for an expense. Okay, that's what you should show, right? Always find the should amount and put into the income statement. You do the same with the income and expenditure account here. Okay, so whenever you look at an income and expenditure account, don't get curious what you should do with the income expenditure account. Okay, it is the same as income statement. The amount that you should pick and put into into it. Profit for the year, loss for the year, you no longer use these terms for the topic. You replace these two with, okay, write down. Surplus for the year. For the topic, you use the term surplus for the year. For loss for the year, we replace it with deficit for the year. Okay. Next, the word capital, we no longer use it for club and societies topic. We replace it with accumulated funds. Remember, capital appears where? It appears in the SOFP. Okay, so write down accumulated funds. Okay, have to get used to the topic. Okay, all these are the terms that they use. Now, the last row, drawings allowed by the owner for a sole trader business. Because sole trader is the only owner in the business, right? So understandably, the owner can do anything to the business. Drawings means what? Drawings means take anything out of the business for personal use. So very obvious, the sole trader should have all the rights to take anything out of the business for personal use, right? Okay, that's the reason is allowed. Drawings allowed by the owner. But for club and societies, drawings do not exist. Drawings do not exist. Common question in the exam. They like to ask you whether members can take drawings or not. You must say no. Members cannot take drawings. You imagine you are one of the members for Clubhouse. Do you think you can take the treadmill back home? Treadmill is the one that you stand on and do your jogging. Can you take the treadmill back home? I don't think so, right? So drawings should be prohibited for members. Okay, members cannot take drawings. And what reason should you give if they ask you for a reason? You should tell them because members have not invested any capital into the club, therefore they do not deserve any returns. That's the standardized answer for question asking you why members cannot take drawings. It's always the same answer. It's always the same answer if you look at the mark scheme. They have not invested any capital, so they don't deserve any returns. Okay, so this table is important for you to be aware of the terminology difference. Okay, for the topic, we use the terms receipts and payments account, in-kind expenditure account, surplus for the year, deficit for the year. We use the term accumulated funds. Okay, you must know what they represent, then you know what to do with this. Okay, now